Now, those wide-bodied AN-E sit nestled in the corners of my listening room like old friends. I hope they stay for good. If I ever part ways with them, the regret might even outweigh my quad heartbreak. And unlike the quads, which had good reasons to move on, no deep bass, rolled off highs, limited volume, the AN-Es leave no such excuse. What makes them special? One quirk of Audio Note is that they offer multiple versions of each speaker. My AN-E SEs are a few years old, and at the time, they sat in the middle of the lineup at around $8,000. Audio Note's ladder climbed from around $2,500 all the way up to $20,000, and now, gulp, $40,000 and beyond for the SEC Signature and Sogon editions. Regardless of price, the blueprint remains the same: a two-way rear-ported cabinet, 1-inch tweeter, and 8-inch bass driver. My SEs use Audio Note silver speaker cable internally, silver inductors, black gate capacitors, copper foil resistors, all housed in a Russian birch ply cabinet, finished in optional piano black. Efficiency? A healthy 94.5 dB. The sound? Emotion over analysis. Nothing I've heard in the last 30 years prepared me for what these speakers can do. At first glance, they look almost pedestrian, basic two-way boxes with no flashy design cues. But once broken in, and I mean really broken in, 400 hours minimum, the transformation is stunning. Let me be clear, they sound bad out of the box, but give them time. At 100 hours, they're better. At 200, they start to shine. By 400, they become transcendent, and they just keep improving. The SEs remind me of my beloved Quad 57s more than any speaker I've heard, but with scale, dynamics, and bass, the quads could only dream of. The mid-range is pure magic. Liquid, coherent, alive. Instruments and voices are presented with breathtaking realism. The bass is deep, tight, and tuneful. Room loading like a top-tier subwoofer, but faster and more musical. Audio Note AN-E SE speaker pros and cons. Pros: high efficiency, 94.5 dB, likely pairs well with lower-powered amplifiers such as set designs. Consistent sonic signature. The core sound quality is present across the various AN-E models. Appreciation for used models. Even used pairs are recommended. Cons: significant break-in required. Sound poor out of the box and need at least 400 hours to reach their potential. Unassuming aesthetics. Lack flashy design elements, appearing pedestrian at first glance. Conclusion: magic boxes in plain clothes. Yes, I talk about different versions of the AN-E throughout this review, but it's because the essence of the sound carries through the line. If you can find a pair you can afford, grab them, even used. Especially used. They have the intimacy and mid-range purity of the quads, the punch and dynamics of Klipsch, and real-world room-loading bass that dips comfortably below 30 Hz. Set them up right, pair them with a good set, and they'll show you why you love music in the first place.